In this video, we're going to talk about circles, and I'm going to show you how to come up with the formula for the equation of a circle. So circles. All right, so what is a circle? So a circle is the set of all points. So a circle is the set of all points that are equidistant, so equal distance. That's what that means. Equidistant from a fixed point. From a fixed point. So a circle is a set of all points in the plane that are an equal distance from a fixed point. So the fixed point is called the center. So the fixed point is called the center. It's called the center of the circle. And it says it's a set of all points that are equidistant from a fixed point. So what is that distance? Well, it's a fixed distance. So that fixed distance has a name also. It's called the radius. So you can rephrase the definition of a circle as follows. A circle is the set of all points that are a fixed distance from a fixed point. So the fixed point is the center, the fixed distance is the radius. So circles are beautiful. Let's go ahead and come up with the formula. So to come up with the formula, we need to draw a circle, I guess. So this here is going to be our center. And I'm going to label the center HK. Now, historically, people usually use H and K for the center. Why is that the case? I actually don't know. Okay, but typically people use HK. And then we need to draw a circle. So that's going to be our radius. And then I'm carefully going to draw a nice little circle. Now, you might be wondering, why am I drawing a dotted circle? Well, I'm not an artist, and it's easier for me to draw a dotted circle than a solid one. Now I can just trace over it. And that is a pretty good circle. All right, so that's our circle. Our center is HK. So our center is HK. Beautiful stuff. And then this here is our radius, right? So we're going to call that R. And to come up with the equation for the circle, we need a point on the circle. So naturally, we'll pick this point here. That'll be x comma y. So we somehow have to come up with an equation that describes this shape in the xy plane. So what we can do is we can realize that r is a distance. So we can use the distance formula. Remember, the distance formula said if you had the square root of x1 minus x2 quantity squared plus y1 minus y2 quantity squared, you got the distance between 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. So what we do here is r is our distance. That's the square root. And we just subtract the x's. That's what's happening here, right? x1 minus x2. So we do x minus h. And we square it. Then we put a plus sign. And then we do y minus k. And we square it. So y minus k. And we square it. And then to make it look better, we can square both sides. So if we square both sides, that will help eliminate the square root. You square the left-hand side, you get r squared, which I'll write over here. And you square the right-hand side, and you get rid of the square root. So you get x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. And so that's the equation of a circle. Some people call it the standard equation of a circle or the standard form. Other people call it the center radius form. We'll just call it the standard form, I guess. And then the center is h comma k. And then the radius here is r. So this is something you definitely want to commit to memory. So very, very important. Okay, so how do you use this? Let's do a simple example. Let's say we're told that we have x minus 1 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 9. And we have to find the center and the radius. So to find the center, we can use like matching, right? So you can think of this as x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So you see h is 1 because it matches, right? So it's 1. And then the plus 2, well, you could think of it as y minus negative 2. So you see that the k matches with the negative 2, so k is negative 2. Is that how I do it? Absolutely not. I just switch the sign, right? You have a minus 1, it becomes a plus 1. You have a plus 2, it becomes a minus 2. And to find the radius, you just take the square root of this number. So r is the square root of 9. So r is 3. Let's do a couple more, just so I can show you how simple this is. Say we had x minus 4 squared plus y plus 7 squared equals 25. Okay, and so in this case, the center, well, let's just switch the sign, right? Switch it, switch it. So it's a negative 4, so it becomes a positive 4. It's a positive 7, so it becomes a negative 7. Super easy. And then r is the square root of 25, so that's 5. Let's do another one. Just make sure you got it. How about something like this? X plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 4. Equals 4. So let's see. So the center in this case, so you just switch it, right? So you switch the 2, that becomes a negative 2. You switch the 3, that becomes a positive 3. And to find the radius, you just take the square root of 4. So you get 2. So r is equal to 2. So that's just a couple simple examples, and I hope that video made sense.